Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me. Today what I'm going to be doing is a plan with me from June 28th through July 4th in my Hobonichi cousin. It is the A5 size. And then here is my dilemma. I did purchase the Daily Duo from Erin Condren in the new 5A size that they had, A5 size. And it starts on July 1st. So my intent was to use the Hobonichi Cousins through the month of June until this planner was ready, but I'm really liking the Hobonichi Cousins. So I'm not really sure. I did go ahead and start to set up the month overview of July. We have a lot of birthdays in our family. I have some travel coming up. I'm watching my daughter's dog. So I kind of already started to set this up. And then when I was setting it up, I started to create some stickers for this size. And I did use the transparent paper so that you could still see the time through. So I may go ahead and use this as my daily, kind of my daily planning, brain dump, and everything that I'm now doing in my Hobonichi cousin, and still use the weekly layout for my overview planning, because that's the one thing that this one is missing, is a weekly view. This has a monthly and a daily, though the size is the same. I do like a spiral bound as far as just laying it on the counter, but I am also really enjoying the cousins. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this for this week, and then we'll kind of see for the following week. So these are the ones that I created for the A5. There's actually two different ones that I created for the A5. I'll have to look for the other one. So these are the exact length of the daily time period, like this. And then I also created one to use, let me see, I think I used this in September. So this is the translucent box size. So I did one for boxes as well as like bullet points and things like that. So I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth, but enough of that dilemma. The other thing, if you've watched my last couple of plan with me's, you know that I struggled with the sizing of the width of the Hobonichi cousin because it was a little bit smaller than what all of my kits were and all of my boxes. So I did go ahead and make the smaller boxes so that I could fit them. And so I did the same color wave as the translucents. These are going to be in my shop probably next week. Because I just was tired of cutting things down and trying to find things. So I'm going to be using these today, as well as I did some appointment labels. But I think what I'm going to do is make some of these smaller, so I started those. And then I'm going to also be using some full boxes, because I've been taking them off of my sheets that I have, but I don't want to take them from a memory planning kit that I'm going to be using. So I decided that this is where my excess boxes are. So I'm going to pull from here for my full boxes instead of pulling from a kit that is still new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by pulling off one of these floral boxes. I don't even know. I think this is missing me out. It was part of the monthly kit, but I'm going to use that. Oh, and then this is what I've been using lately. I'm really enjoying this. It's like one big sticky note, and it's just a Monday through Sunday layout. And then I just put down what I know I need to get done each day, and that's kind of where I start my plan with me. So I'm going to go ahead and get the sidebar done first. And if you've not used a Hobonichi, the hardest thing I think I had to get used to was the paper of a Hobonichi. It's very thin, and it's not super forgiving with stickers. So once you put them down, you kind of have to almost leave them down instead of going ahead and playing around with them. So the sidebar is actually the 1.5 width, which is what most kits come in. So I can pull from my leftovers for this. Yeah, this is definitely missing me out. So that was the monthly kit for June, I think it was. Okay, so to go back and look at some boxes. Okay, I'm going to use this one. I believe this is Sadie's stickers, but I won't swear to that. I always like to track my meals on my sidebar. I use that for my memory keeping when I'm ready to do memory keeping. And then, let's see here. A lot of checklists and things like that. Okay, habit trackers. I'll use these two. So I track two different things. I track fitness and I track water. Okay, I'm mixing my metals. That will probably bother me later on. I'll pull that up. That's a good example of why you have to decide before you put things down on this paper. You can see it ripped a little bit. Okay. So one for activity and one for water. Okay. So anything else that I add to that? Just kind of wanted a box. This is my leftover boxes as well. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm having a hard time making a decision today. It has been quite the month. Let's put this one in. Okay, I'm gonna come back. Oh no, I'll do this one. I really want metal on there. Okay. So I'll come back to the sidebar, but just to kind of give you an idea, my plan is to continue to use leftovers on my sidebar. Obviously you saw I have plenty to work from. Okay, so let's start on the 28th, which is today, the day I'm filming this. And so what has been happening in my life, if you've not watched a plan with me before, we have put my mom into a memory care facility. We moved my dad out of his house that he had been in for 25 years. They sold the house. So between my sisters and I and nieces and nephews and brother-in-laws and my husband have physically moved him out. We had to be out by tomorrow, so we made a deadline to ourselves for Sunday. So today kind of starts where I can plan my time a little bit better because I'm not going to be spending half of my week up north and half of the week in town. And I still have some things to do with him, but my schedule just became a little bit more solid where I can plan a little bit more in the future. So we're going to start on the 28th. I was supposed to get up this morning and go to yoga, but quite frankly, I was so sore, I could not even do that. So I'm going to go ahead and mark yoga for the week. So I am going to yoga tomorrow. I will not get to go on Wednesday. Now this paper is removable matte, so I think I'll have a little bit easier, but yeah, I do. Okay, so this one is definitely easier to pull up. because it is removable. So yoga here, yoga on Thursday, and then yoga on Saturday. And I still forgot to reprint my yoga script stickers. Telling you, this has been a crazy month. I'm ready for some stability. The other thing I want to mark in here is I'm from Phoenix, by the way, and the Phoenix Suns have been playing in the championship. So the games are today is the fifth game. No, fifth game. So if they win tonight, the series is done and they go on to the finals. If they don't win tonight, they play on Wednesday. And then the finals, if it goes to this, will be on Friday at 6. So hopefully they win tonight and it's done. They're playing the Clippers. It's been a really, really good series, but emotionally it's very exhausting. Okay. So I'm going to try to color code these because I really, is what I used to do in my life planner weekly. So I'm going to use this one for when I'm going to go see my mom. And I kind of look at the times, but they're all in military time, so I kind of just gauge when in the day it's going to be. And this is the Pilot Friction Knock 04. It's an erasable pen. I buy them from Jet Pens. I've always loved erasable pens, but I really love this one in particular. It has a really nice tip. It does not dry out as fast as the other ones do. They do make them in colors, but really I have black and navy, but I really, really love this pen, and it makes it super easy to change plans as well. I will go see my mom on Thursday. And I will go see her on Saturday. What my sisters and I are doing, because she can't get too many visits. If we all go in one day, it's really overwhelming for her. So we try to space ourselves out so that somebody's visiting her every day, but we're not all there on the same time. So these are kind of the days that I took. And then the days that I'm helping my dad are going to be in purple. So we are going up north very early on Wednesday. He has a little group that he goes to breakfast with, and we need to one moment please. These are the Zig dot ones. I should have taken them out earlier. I apologize. Where's my purple one? They're the clean color dot Zig markers. It has a bullet on one that I love, and then it also has a very fine line on the other. And this is what I've been using to do my to-do list. So we need to return cable boxes. We need to drop off donation. Return garage door openers to the new owners. We need to clean out the safety deposit box. And address change. I really had forgotten how much work moving was. Hope I don't have to decide that anymore anytime soon. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So I have Visit Mom on the calendar. I have a Suns game on the calendar. I'm currently filming the Plan With Me. And I usually do anything related to my shop in blue. I need to work on Etsy orders this afternoon. I really do not like if I cannot get orders out within a couple of days. It just gives me anxiety like you wouldn't believe. And I think that's because when I place an order, I'm kind of impatient. You know, it's like you place an order and you want it really quick. I guess that's what I call the Amazon effect. So I really like to get my shop orders out within a couple of days, and it's been a little bit tough right now, but I am so grateful for all the support that my shop gets, so I make that a priority. It is my niece's birthday today. They are twins, so I have already wished them a happy birthday. And then my husband is going to Costco. I need to go to the grocery store. I think I will do that no, I'll do that after I visit my mom. When I say that I do not have anything in my house to eat, it's not an understatement, literally. My husband was out of town and was supposed to come home tonight, and my plan was to clean the house, get the car washed and gassed, and then get the groceries in the house before he got home tonight. He got home 2 days early, so obviously none of that got done. I do need to put on here, I do need to wash and gas car. I will do that on my way to visit my mom. Okay, so Monday, of course, I've put everything in too much, overcommitted, but that's the way it is. Okay, so Tuesday, I put yoga in already. I'm going to lunch with a friend of mine. I'll just keep with the gray. That's on there. I need to film my budget with me, my July setup. I am switching around my budget, so it's gonna, we'll see. July budget with me setup. And then on Thursday, Friday. Friday, I'm gonna do my budget close. For June. And I do know if I don't write it in, then the day gets away from me. And then I'm going to plot in the afternoon of the 1st to work on orders. Okay, so let's look at Tuesday. Yoga's on the calendar. July budget. Okay, so I've got 2 huge projects that I'm working on. I'm gonna put projects in yellow. And when we cleaned out the house, I somehow became the family historian / scanner of all pictures. So I've got pictures all over my kitchen countertops, my kitchen table, that I've been sorting out that I need to scan so that everybody can have copies of them. So I've got them sorted and I have the piles together that need to be scanned, but I just need to start scanning. And I think it's going to be one of those projects that it's going to take a while, over a few days, if not longer. I did give myself a deadline of next week because my sister that lives in Chicago is coming into town and we are going on vacation. And I wanted to be able to give her the... Oh no, put this over here. Thank God this is removable mat, that's all I can say. I want to be able to give her the jump drive that has the pictures on it so I don't have to mail it to her. So I'm going to start those tomorrow night. My nails have been trashed through the moving and cleaning that we've done. So I am planning to do a little self-care relaxation next week. And then I can work on that here. Oh Lord. For somebody who has a sticker shop, I really struggle with getting my sticker straight. So there we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna just put that down on Sunday too because there's no way I'm gonna get it done in 2 different sessions. I've been trying to kind of keep Sunday, just go to church in the morning and then leave it open. It is the 4th of July. I don't know what our plans are yet, so I'm not going to get a lot of schedules here because I'm not sure what my plans are yet. Okay, so dust and straighten. So I have been spending a lot of time up north. My house needs a lot of attention right now. So I'm going to kind of do it in little sections instead of trying to think I'm going to get it all done in one day. So it'll be a nice break from... Okay, so Wednesday I'm going to be out of town most of the day, so Sun's game possible. I do need to go to the bank, and I put help dad because we're still kind of getting him settled, but I can kind of roll that all into one time. We'll go up very early in the morning, we'll get all of his errands done. When we come back, I'll just probably go to his house, finish helping him put things away, and then I can go to the bank before they close. We close at 5, so I can just make sure I go by 4. Okay. Thursday, yoga's written down. Visiting my mom is written down. It's my brother-in-law's birthday. I probably should, before I started the video on what colors I wanted to do everything, but this is a learning process, right? What color did I do? I'll do gray. We have a lot of July birthdays in my family. I will need a lot of this color. Okay, so those are done. Okay, I told my husband that I would get the truck done, so I need to take it in and get the tires rotated. I have a feeling it's going to take a while, so I'm going to block out some time on Thursday. And then and then dining room is my last thing I need to do. I brought home a lot of glassware and things like that, and I need to find a home for them. So just stick it here. Okay. So that is Thursday. Oh. Okay, I already know that's not gonna happen, so I'm gonna move it to Saturday. I don't know about you, but I find if I take one job a day versus saying I'm gonna clean my whole house at one time, I get more done, and I find that I can do little projects throughout the week without writing it down, just because I see that it needs to be done and I can do it. But if I don't put the big projects on my calendars, they don't get done. So I'm just trying to get in that habit of blocking out the time. I used to do a block schedule and I loved it. And then when everything got a little crazy in my life, I was kind of just doing a daily plan. And now I'm able to go back to a block schedule, which just makes me so much happier. Okay, so Friday. I'm going to do the floors. And then I'm going to be doing my June budget close I've written down. I need to clean the guest room for my sister. And then I told my dad that I would give him a couple hours of time to help him unpack. And get his little place, his new place organized. Okay, so I've got son's game possible written down. June budget close will be done. Guest room, floors, help dad. Okay, Saturday. So I have visit mom written down. I have yoga written down. Bathrooms written down. So we need to clean off our porch. It is so bad. My neighbors have those trees that have those little pink flowers. I think they're bougainvilleas. They just, every time the wind blows, they just accumulate on my front door. I don't understand how I get them because I don't have that flower in my yard, but they do. So, porch. I need to clean my front windows. Saturday. Now the one thing that I normally look up before I start filming is the weather for the week. Because I like to put the weather in just as a FYI. So today the high is going to be 106 and the low was 86. High on Tuesday, oh, it's gonna be cooler, and low of 82. Wednesday the high is 100 and the low will be 81. Thursday the high 100 and the low, wow. This is nice. This never happens in June and July. High 100, low 81. I'm sure this is going to be subject to change. And low 81. And then on Sunday, nice. I know some of you are like high 100, nice, but if you've been here, we had 115 a week and a half ago. We had a heat wave and it was miserable. So looking at the weather, this is really going to be very doable, very easy. Makes doing things in the garage and outside not quite so bad. So that's good news for the week. And then the only thing, I did put that my nephew's birthday is on the 4th of July. This is, well, I don't need to write that in. It's a holiday. We all know that. And then I do need to write in church in the morning. I have spent almost every weekend up north, so I've been doing online church. So it'll be nice to be able to physically go back into church this week. So that is what my week looks like. Now my one decision I need to make is, do I convert to the daily pages starting on the 1st of July and just go ahead and keep this as my weekly spread? Or do I, you know, kind of do both, or do I just transition into one planner? So not really sure yet. I'm really loving the Hobonichi Cousin. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this. This would literally be the perfect planner. Had I not already bought this one when they launched, I wouldn't even think about changing planners at this point. So I think I'm going to continue how I'm using this. Monthly spread just as an overview, weekly spread as breaking down more like a block schedule, and then the daily view, what I've been doing is basically an end of day brain dump, memory log, you know, so that when I do my memory planning, I can look back on that to see what did I do that day, what happened, how was I feeling, things like that. So I think that part is going to remain. The question will be, do I incorporate the daily duo just as, you know, a daily plan or a daily note-taking? So that is the question. I hope you are all doing well and you are staying on plans, whatever your plans may be. And thank you so much for watching. Take care.